He's 95 kg too, so he's definitely solid. It's not like he's, you know, 5'7" and 170 pounds. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Where is he going, guys? He's going right. He's going right, yeah? No. No, he's not. Sup, you guys? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another Rugby Player Reacts video. My name is Jacob. I have 20 years experience in the game of rugby as a player. Not so much coaching, but definitely a fan. And with that being said, I've become a massive fan of the game of American football. Now, rugby and American football have similarities, but they definitely have a lot of differences. And I'm doing my very best to bridge those two sports on this very channel. So if you're interested in either rugby or NFL, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's get into this shit. Today, I come to you pretty excited, to be fair. I've held off as long as I could, literally as long as I could, before finally, you know, biting the bullet and having a look at some of these college football running backs that have been drafted this year into the NFL. I was surprised. I have to say, I was very surprised. The first running back to be drafted was pushed all the way down to the end of the first round at number 32. It was LSU's running back, CLYDE HELAIRE. I don't know much about him. In fact, I don't know anything about him, and that's the exciting thing, guys. I come to you as a rugby player. The first time I saw, I guess, rugby and the NFL mesh was when Jarryd Hayne went from Australia to the States, played for the 49ers for one season. That was in 2015. From that moment, it sparked something. 3 years later, in 2018, I decided to finally, once and for all, you know, invest my time and my effort into learning the game of American football. If you had asked me before that, you know, what do you think of American football? What do you think of NFL? Well, I would have told you that a game goes for 3 hours when really it should go for half an hour. They wear too much protective equipment. The plays only go for 5 seconds. And I would have said the same old shit that most rugby fans will dump on the other sport. And also, you know, NFL fans that don't know the game of rugby will also dump shit on them too. So like I said at the start of this video, I am meshing the two sports, and I love the two sports pretty much just as much as each other. Anyway, from the first moment I saw Jarryd Hayne take a handoff, cut, you know, cut on the inside, do a bang off the left, like I like to call it, a side step.
Second down and 2 with the 34. Hayne the carry. Hayne with a hole. Jarryd Hayne, nice cutback. Hayne looking for a little bit of clearance. And Jarryd Hayne fighting his way near the 10-yard line. A.J. Boye saves the touchdown. But Jarryd Hayne, one of the best rugby players in Australia, getting his first football action and looking good.
He didn't have to run through a scrum on that play. Well blocked by the 49ers up front. Missed tackle, open field.
I thought, okay, now I can see why he's gone and done this, because there are definitely some similarities, especially in the position of running back. So ever since that moment, ever since I started actually delving deep into the world of American football, the position of running back has been the most similar to, you know, what I've seen on a rugby field, but also the most similar to what I've actually done on a rugby field. So for me, sitting here as an athlete, imagining myself on an American football field, I thought the position for me from the beginning and forever and a day is the running back. And with that being said, we're looking at our very first running back drafted in the 2020 draft, CLYDE HELAIRE. And he is going to none other than the Super Bowl winning Kansas City Chiefs. So with that being said, let's have a look at him.
I've been working to the morning, yeah. They've been sleeping now, I swear they storming, yeah. And I swear I'm cooking like a foreman. And my foreman jumping like it's Jordan out my way. Vroom, vroom, tell him out my lane, I've been praying, yeah. Gotta say this thing, I'm the same. I don't need another person telling me I can't.
CLYDE HELAIRE. 32nd pick. Imagine that, eh? The last pick of the first round. Still able to say you're a first round pick. Don't tell me he doesn't have a Wikipedia. There he is. Of course he does. Make it to college football? Well, you make it to Div 1 college football. There's two things that'll happen. You get a Wikipedia page, and you get a blue verification check on Instagram. It's almost worth it just for that. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, born April 11th, 1999, is an American football running back for the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League. And he's 5'7". I remember seeing this guy. I think they listed him at 5'8". 5'8", 95 kg. Definitely stocky. I do remember seeing this guy run at the combine. He played college football at LSU. He was drafted by the Chiefs with the 32nd overall pick of the 2020 draft. April 11th, 1999, he's 21 years of age and 2 months. And let's have a bit of a read. Edwards-Helaire was born and grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and grew up with future high school and LSU teammate Darius Juice. He attended Catholic High School and became the first freshman in then head coach Dale Wayner's 29-year tenure to play on the varsity football team as a freshman. As a senior, Edwards-Helaire rushed 58 times for 496 yards, which is an average of almost 10 per carry, and 10 touchdowns, and was named the MVP of the 5A state championship game after catching 8 passes for 161 yards and rushing for 88 yards and a touchdown in the Bears' 31-28 over Archbishop Rummel High School. Rated a 4-star recruit, Edwards-Helaire committed to playing college football at LSU. As a true freshman, he played in all 13 of the Tigers' games, playing mostly on special teams and rushing 9 times for 31 yards. So played mostly on special teams, just biding his time. 9 rushes throughout the season. They would have been the most exciting touches of the ball of his career. As a sophomore, he finished second on the team with 658 rushing yards and 7 touchdowns, with 11 receptions for 96 yards, and also returned 17 kicks for 416 yards, which is an average of about 23 per return. He recorded his first 100-yard game in a 38-21 win over Louisiana Tech, gaining 136 yards with 2 touchdowns on 20 carries. Edwards-Helaire rushed for 145 yards in LSU's 36-16 victory over second-ranked Georgia. Edwards-Helaire was named LSU's starting running back and on the watch lists for the Maxwell and Paul Hornung Awards going into his junior season. So his first year bided his time, played on the special teams. Second year, he finished second on the team with 658 rushing yards. And in his third and final year, he was named the starting running back. He played a major role in LSU's win over third-ranked Alabama, rushing for 103 yards and 3 touchdowns, catching 9 passes for 77 yards and a touchdown. He was named the SEC Co-Offensive Player of the Week alongside the quarterback Joe Burrow. Edwards-Helaire finished the regular season with 1,414 rushing yards, which is third most in a single season in LSU history, and 16 touchdowns on 215 carries, 453 receiving yards and a touchdown on 55 receptions, and returned 16 kicks for 214 yards. He's a yard machine. He was consensus first team All-SEC selection at running back, was named second team by the league's coaches as an all-purpose performer, and was the only SEC running back to be named a semi-finalist for the Doak Walker Award, which is the best running back in college football. After playing sparingly against Oklahoma in the Peach Bowl due to a hamstring injury, he rushed 16 times for 110 yards and caught 5 passes for 54 yards in LSU's 42-25 win over Clemson in the national championship game. Following the end of the season, he announced that he would forgo his senior season to enter the 2020 NFL Draft. And you've got to think, if he didn't ball out so much in that final game after coming back from a hamstring injury, would he have foregone his senior season? If he did not come back from that injury, that probably would have dropped his draft stock significantly, and he would have had to make the educated decision whether to stay for another season, try and play even better than he has done in the past and improve his draft stock, or saying, fuck it, you know what, doesn't matter, where I land is where I land, I'm going to go for it. Turned out to be something right in the middle. Alright, so he went to the combine. He is listed at 5'7¼ inches, which is very important. Not 5'7", 5'7¼ So let's round it up. Let's go 5'8". 207 pounds, 29-inch arm length, which is slightly shorter than that of Isaiah Simmons. Hand size, 9 5/8 of an inch. A 40-yard dash of 4.6, which we saw at the combine. A vertical jump, which is absolutely incredible, of 39.5 inches, and a broad jump of 10 feet 3. Got 15 reps on the bench, and he was selected in the first round with the 32nd overall pick. In December 2018, Edwards-Helaire was involved in a fatal self-defense shooting in Scotlandville, Louisiana. Authorities running gun trace, an LSU player involved shooting. Closing case could take months. December 29th, 2018. Authorities say a fatal shooting case involving 2 LSU football players could take months to clear, as investigators must trace the gun's history and review autopsy photographs. Baton Rouge Police Department investigators believe running back CLYDE Edwards-Hilaire and reserve linebacker Jared Small were justified in shooting Kobe Johnson, 18, on December 22nd. They say Edwards-Hilaire and Small were selling an electronic item to Johnson and had met in person for the exchange when it turned into a robbery attempt. One of the players fatally shot Johnson inside a white truck. So that means they had guns on them. Authorities have not released many details about the interaction, including who fired the fatal shot, what the electronic item was, and how the three came to be sitting inside the vehicle together. God. That is some serious shit. Okay, well, the last piece of information we're going to read is his pre-draft analysis and also his post-draft analysis. So pre-draft, Edwards-Hilaire is an instinctive back who was built low to the ground and has a thick lower body. He's a great finisher with excellent contact balance. He has below average top end speed, but is quicker than fast and makes defenders miss with ease. Edwards-Hilaire is a good route runner and reliable receiver. There's room for improvement when it comes to pass protection, however. Okay, great runner, great receiver, needs to work on his blocking, needs to really own that physique that he has, that body. You know, you may be 5'7" and a quarter, but you can still protect that quarterback. Post-draft analysis. The rich get richer. Kansas City didn't have a back rush for more than 500 yards last year, and LaShawn McCoy is an expected back, so the Chiefs figured to take a back at some point. There is an argument for selecting Georgia's DeAndre Swift over Edwards-Hilaire, but Edwards-Hilaire is an excellent fit for the Chiefs' high-octane offense. He represents an upgrade over Damian Williams. Although I will say that Damian Williams absolutely balled out in that Super Bowl, didn't he? Anyways guys, that's enough information on CLYDE Edwards-Hilaire, the first running back off the block in the 2020 draft, and without further ado, I'm going to type his name into a YouTube, and let's have a look what we got. Just Bombs Production, running back highlights, Brett Coleman, TMZ Sports, NBC Sports, Jackson Kruger Sports, Kansas City Chiefs, Mills Production, the FF Dynasty, Harris Football, ESPN College Football, Sick Edits. Nope, Sick Edits has done DeAndre Swift. But they haven't done CLYDE Edwards-Hilaire, which makes me think that from the end of the college season to the beginning of the draft, his stock must have raised quite considerably. What am I going to choose? I'm going to choose LSU running back CLYDE Edwards-Hilaire 2019 highlights. Let's go. 5'7", man. That's how tall was Barry Sanders? 5'8". 22. 3 jump cuts. Oh yes, definitely light on his feet, that's for sure. And having, oh my god, he looks like a fucking midget. Having that low center of gravity too. Good speed. Oh, hey! Well, we pretty much just saw every single mile of his top end speed, didn't we? Counterplay, breaks free, switches the ball into the other hand, backs his pace, and he's in. Oh, what? Do that in the NFL. Please. You'll be on Sports Center. Bang! Oh man, that's so nice.
That'll be a touchdown. Back to the ground. Edwards-Hilaire has control of the corner and control the end zone. LSU back in the house.
Let's have a look at let's have a look at that wideout. Holding his man up.
That'll be a touchdown. Back to the ground. Edwards-Hilaire.
Oh, he didn't actually do anything. Just strolled into the end zone. This is at Clemson. Or at Texas, I'm not sure. Oh, here we go. Let's test his pace. Nice, bro. Laters. Laters. He knows right now. Where are you going, mate? Where are you going? You can see some daylight, can't you? You can see two golden helmets. Let's call them the golden gates. That is the golden gate. And he sticks 1 foot in the ground, right there, bang. That's what we like to call probably a mixture of a dead leg, a goose step, and a skip step. And lo and behold, he goes through the golden gates and into the end zone. See, now if that cornerback number 2 had elite speed, he probably would have caught him. Or we can catch too. Edwards HELAIRE.
He's a nightmare mismatch.
Oh yeah! You guys know I love that. Ah! Yes! Bring that to the NFL. What a step!
Here's HELAIRE with a big gain. He's down the numbers and finally tracked down from behind. Odengbo with the tackle after a 47
Odengbo.
2 plays, 9.
He's a big boy, that's for sure. Number 10. Oh, bro, he's got some nice fucking jukes, I'll tell you that. I was thinking, that his physical stature would work against him, but it doesn't seem like it has so far. If anything, it's going to allow him to, jump cut, spin, juke, get under tackles. Just being that 4 inches shorter than most other running backs. As defenders, like trying to wrap them up, coming over the top, I feel like he's definitely going to be able to just duck and get out of a lot of tackles that way. But only time will tell. He's 95 kg too, so he's definitely solid. It's not like he's, 5'7" and 170 pounds. Oh, I love it. Look at this. Where is he going, guys? He's going right. He's going right, yeah? No. No, he's not. Oh, beautiful. Yeah! Get off. Damn, I wanted to see a clean stiff arm. I don't think there's anything better. Oh. Beautiful step. How did that lane open up? Everyone's pushing to the right. And he's just gonna go straight up the middle. Score that! Score that! Yeah! Had a feeling he was going to score that. Fuck, that's the thing, eh? As a running back, right? You get low. You want to get low. You want to drop that shoulder. It's not going to be hard for him to drop that shoulder, is it? Okay. Guys, you know what? If anything, I'm just happy to have included a player's story and their highlights in one video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. That was my look at CLYDE Edwards HELAIRE, the first running back in the 2020 draft. Now, if we go to round number 2, we've got 2 other running backs, guys. 2 other running backs that I desperately want to see. Sorry, 3. No, we'll call it 4. You know what? We're gonna call it 5. 5 running backs, and they are DeAndre Swift, Jonathan Taylor, Cam Akers, J.K. Dobbins, which I simply have to because he's Ohio State's running back, and last but not least, A.J. Dillon. I really hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope you've had a fantastic day. And join me once again in the next video to have a look at another player. It's all fun and games here until someone gets hurt. And luckily, no one's got hurt yet. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.